To an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Oakland Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now, 51 the mic. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
93.
From the 41, Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
To throw, it's Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 37. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd and 12, Carr trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Carr. be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
57 to Mike.
Throwing his car on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Guy's showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Running the sweep with McLaurin. He's got the first down here inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now a guy who played his college ball here in the Bay Area, and that's Stanford's Bryce Love. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They go play action now. Haskins rolling to his... Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
On third down, here's Love. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Carr. throw left side complete. It's Barber. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. On first down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This is Richard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 20. Four-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. That's into the hands of Reynolds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Watch the run, watch the run.
17-0 our score after one.
Redskins 17, Raiders nothing.
What now? 180. 57. Come on. Here we go. Check. Fresno. You go take.
On 2nd and 12. Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 49-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run with Geis. Now we're going to get a stoppage, and oh boy, that looks to be Geis, who is down on the turf. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
Oh, Barber loses it, and the Redskins scoop it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And the Redskin first down.
On first down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there. Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game. He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Well, this is where leaders... Blitz coming, and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man? I do, and I think we're seeing it right here. Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
93.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, that's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr completes it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. Now Carr, and this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
On second down, Love. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Slam.
Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Tressway now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. He's airing it out, and that's caught inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
694. 57.
Operating from the gun. Carr, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert get to the half and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, this is Geis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Here we go. Took the outlaw. Ricky.
On third down, Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dump.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Into the Redskins. Have it they do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, Don, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 20-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Hey, watch your lane. Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Back, back, back. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. What do?
Here's Carr to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. Low, low, low. Check 4, check 4. Check, 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 check.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
25, check 25. Check, check, check.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. You're mine. 57's mine.
From the gun, Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, this is blocked, and the Redskins have it.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it, and an opportunity missed. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
On first down, here's Love. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Down. You're wide at 8. Right in line. Let's go. Pick it up, D. He's checking. He's checking.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barber. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Hey, here we go. Hey, 7:34.
From the gun, it's Carr. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Haskins to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now.
95%. No, check his mic.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return will stop right around the 25. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, that's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matthew Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
93. Deuce right, Chief.
Throwing now is Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hand.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effect? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
After the sack on first down, Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Carr now on first down. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Carr gives to Richard. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with Love here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Raiders, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.